right. This is the third game.
Yeah, so, Jokic isn't just an MVP. He's one of the greatest.
Like those kicks, MP?
And a chance for everyone to get some shots up. Find the touch. Find the range. Find themselves. It's the NBA on 2K Sports.
Here we go.
Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. On paper, this game looks one-sided, GA, but you never know in the NBA, do you? As they say, anything can happen.
Yeah, that means just so much talent in the league. If one or two guys get hot, this could end up being an upset. The difference between good teams and bad is razor thin.
And a feather in MP's cap. His first All-Star Game appearance will be this year.
Yeah, his fans are very excited. I think he is as well. This is a big moment for any player.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. They've got Nikola Jokic. Peyton Watson is out there with Jones. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Murray in at the 1. And let's check in with Allie, and she's got the latest for us on MP.
Tonight, MP goes up against Nikola Jokic, who's won multiple MVPs, and he's gunning for another. I asked MP, how can you stand out as the more valuable player to your team? MP said, win the game. Joker's going to be Joker. He's going to do what he does, but at the end of the day, it's all about that dub.
It's always got to be wins. Hard to argue with his logic there. And we thank you for the report. Watson's shot is good.
And you think Murray all about scoring, but Murray is about what helps his team win.
And this summer, Carmelo Anthony inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. The former 3rd overall pick by Denver back in 2003.
And he played 7.5 seasons with the Nuggets, his longest stretch with any team, representing them 4 times in the All-Star game.
Murray outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. On the wing, MP. He's covered by Murray. Lynn's shot is off.
Ooh, couldn't quite get that one. 4 for 5.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. It's rebounded by New York. And you want to talk about winning recipes? These guys have it. 21 wins in a row. That's right, 21.
Almost mind-boggling that you could string together brilliant basketball over such a sustained period of time. Think about the focus that they have to bring nightly. Think about the commitment to grinding it out every single night, regardless of your opponent. Just absolutely incredible stuff.
And what a moment for MP. We can all feel it. Not only does he make his first All-Star game, but he does so by getting voted in as a starter.
And that shows you how the fans view MP this season. This isn't a good year that he's having. This is a landmark type of season. MP absolutely deserves the honor.
Jones looking for an opening. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Hardaway passes to Jokic. Wide open look here for Murray. No good with the triple. The Knicks leading by 11. MP with it. Now guarded by Murray. Took him no time at all on that one. Lynn's got 22 points.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Denver's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Outside, Jones. Hardaway is screen on Hart. Jones, no one around him. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here's MP for 3. And another 3 for New York. It didn't take long, but I think at this point we can agree that MP is on a course to be viewed as one of the great stars of the NBA.
To go from an unknown to a force in the NBA is something that you rarely see. It reminds me a bit of a young Jokic in that sense. Clearly, MP is a special talent, and the sky is the limit for him.
On the wing, Murray. Defended by Hart. Hardaway, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
There's Lynn with the 3. Drains the three-pointer. 28 points for him.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with them. The Nuggets trail by 20. Astonagi. Murray outside. Now Jokic, guarded by Robinson. Murray down low. MP's there.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him. Well, guys love to score, but the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
Murray down low, covered by MP.
Oh, Jokic with attitude there. Love it.
Lynn from long range, and again it's a New York 3.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred.
And so it's New York, riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. Substitution here for Denver. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. MP out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Towns in at the 5 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. And the Knicks, Doris, making some aggressive moves in recent years. Loading up for a title run. And they came close.
And Kevin, this after years of patience and methodical building. You give away 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges. And, of course, you give away Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo to get Karl Anthony Towns. They haven't quite reached the summit. Will they?
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Washington was a man on a mission. He scored 68 points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. Truly one of the most exceptional performances we've seen in recent memory. A monster night for him. Back to you.
All right, Allie, great stuff as always. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
And New York making a change here. Brunson's checked in, and Denver with a change here too. Johnson's checked in. Jokic sets the screen for Hardaway. And a miss there on the triple.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Good on the three-point shot.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And here is Johnson. 9 points last game out. And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game. And every team is trying to ward off or recover from injuries. So, Doris, how much separation is there with regards to team training staffs?
Now, this is a great question, Kevin, and I think one of the things it highlights is how important every member of your staff is, from your head coach to the assistant coaches down to the training staff. An 82-game season will challenge any medical staff. They are invaluable to your
And another one falls.
Another night, another 40 points in the books for him. What a season.
Greg, you're right. He is edging ever closer to the second-place mark for most 40-point games in a year.
And with Jordan's mark of 37 firmly in the rearview mirror, he is now marching towards Wilt's 1963 mark of 52 games of 40 or more. Just a legendary season.
Jokic against Towns. Jokic with the bucket.
He's so skilled on the interior. Jokic plays with so much force and leverage down low.
Lin from long range. And another three for New York.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Well, let's see the vertical of Mr. Hardaway. Go ahead, sir. Pretty dunk.
Takes a three. And yep, another basket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Now that's his second foul, something they need to be mindful of moving forward. Do they change his matchup?
This is his first free throw of the game. He misses the free throw.
Yeah, Tim Hardaway Jr. to me is a terrific all-around player, right? He can score it, he can pass it, he'll rebound the position. There's a lot to like about his game.
And he sinks the second. 16 seconds left in the first half. The three from MP. Nailed from three-point land. MP's got 54 points. Now Hardaway. From deep three-point land. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's MP making things happen for the New York Knicks. A sensational night for him continues as he cranks his three-point made total even higher on what has been a historic night for him. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Hi, everyone. Let's start things off and this is totally off topic, but how did you guys feel about games on back-to-back nights?
I didn't mind back-to-back games, but what I really like were back-to-back titles.
Yeah, I know a little something about that too, Shaq. I know it's pretty sweet.
Now, looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the Denver Nuggets.
Their perimeter D has been soft like bathroom tissue. No excuses.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Taking a look at the Nuggets, they've got Jones, Murray out there with Hardaway, and it's Nikola Jokic, and it's Watson in at the 3 spot. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks. OG Anunoby is so disruptive. He's led the league in steals. And he said, I want to be the defensive player of the year. I've always thought I was the best defender in the league. I'm athletic enough, strong enough, and smart enough to defend every single position. Back over to you.
Very confident. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. Jokic, no good. New York's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And so it's Watson who will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. And that'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour.
Boy, when this guy has got his rhythm, he can be tough to guard.
Greg, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Murray with it. Now defended by MP. Jokic sets the screen for Murray from outside the arc. And it's Jokic missing.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Kept alive. Kicks it out to MP. Sinks the three-pointer.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Here's Murray. 5 points in the game. And stolen by Anunoby. And the dunk by MP.
Oh, this is OG in a nutshell. Ignite the break with his great defense, but what else is new?
Inside. Here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. Watson. And Watson slams it in.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And here's MP for 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. The shot from 20 feet away. Murray, no good.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
Lynn from long range. Offensive rebound. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Lynn's got 13 points in just this quarter. Down low, here's Murray. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway.
And there's an aggression to Murray's game, willing to battle there for the bucket.
And here's MP for 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
All night. He just won't let up.
Murray against Lynn. Beyond the arc. Again, the miss by Murray.
Boy, he's trying to give this team a spark, but the buckets simply will not go down.
And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Goes up the baseline. Murray, no good.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
And the basket by MP.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Here's Murray. Again, the miss by Murray.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And it's Murray with the jam.
And on the drive, Murray can seem unstoppable. His agility cuts the defense apart there.
Lynn's shot is off. Denver's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a...
MP, I know you're going through some... Back to you, Kevin.
Good stuff, Dominic.
I guess silence for the pregame playlist was the right move. He's looking like the real MVP out there.
You ready for this? You gotta know yourself.
So don't be afraid to switch things. You know, bro, if you don't want to do the video today, I understand.
No. I promised my dad I'd keep my same routine.
I got you. You know what time the surgery is again?
I don't know.
Let's go. Looking good, my guy.
And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in, get mentally ready for another hard-fought NBA battle. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA. These are two teams with a clear identity, Grant. Defense is their backbone.
Oh, B.A., I don't expect to see many easy buckets between these two defenses. They're disciplined, hardworking, and gritty. And, of course, they make you work for everything.
Indiana on offense. A look at Indiana's starting group. They've got Halliburton, Ivica Zubac out there with Pascal Siakam. Then there's Walker, and it's Shepherd in at the 2. For the latest news on MP, let's hear from Allie LaForce on our sideline.
Thanks, guys. I spoke with MP about his star-studded contest coming up, and he looked across the court and said, "We'd love a challenge. We've been watching tape, and we think we have a solution for the problem over there." I can't wait to find out how these two juggernauts affect today's outcome.
Yeah, buckle up, folks. This is going to be a good one. Thanks, Allie.
Yeah, very accurate shot by MP. He must have been drilling these since a young age.
Siakam outside. Now here's Halliburton. Phenomenal stats on a consistent basis. Puts up over 24 points a game.
Strong take right there by Halliburton. You know, when he sees a lane to the rim, he really goes after it.
And the Knicks with the possession here. The Pacers making their last shot. It's good on the putback.
Now that takes a skillful touch.
Yeah, excellent control to just ease the ball back up and in.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
And Lynn gets it to go.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Well, you look at how the Knicks built this team, Clark. Some astute all-in trades.
Yeah, you know, New York spent years, BA, building their draft assets. They cast them in on some all-star level guys, and we're seeing the fruit of that kind of work.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Here's Siakam. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Looking back at the start of his career, Siakam only took a year or two to make his mark.
And, you know, BA, he's just the kind of guy we love watching play. I mean, you know what you're going to get from him every night. Tremendous effort and the ability to impact the game at both ends. He's consistent, reliable, steady, and he can be explosive at the offensive end.
And he makes it. Towns has gotten his second bucket on the night.
Nice job by Towns to get in there and get aggressive.
Pass to Shepherd. Three-pointer. Hart pulls it in.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
And here's MP from outside. Drills it from deep. MP's got 12 points.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now here's Siakam. Against Toronto, he was really on his game.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why. What touch on the teardrop. MP just letting it glide off his fingertips.
Here's Walker. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Halliburton, the pass to Walker. Outside for Halliburton. Indiana again missing.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. 17 points in the game.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And some changes here for New York. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Hart. Shamet comes in for Anunoby. And Miles McBride subbed in for Bridges. And a new group getting ready for Indiana. Huff's checked in for Zubats. Toppin comes in for Pascal Siakam. Neesmith, he's checked in for Walker. And Andrew Nembhard subbed in for Shepherd. A nice shot by Toppin.
That's where Toppin does most of his damage, and he's incredibly efficient down there.
And here's MP from outside. And again, New York with the triple.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Now here's Nembhard. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Halliburton for 3. And it's New York with a rebound. And they are the winners of 24 consecutive games, which ties a record set by those dominant Warriors teams back in 2016.
And what's crazy about it is the teams they've knocked off. I mean, they have been dominating during this stretch. It's basically been the whole league that has felt the wrath of this crew. They're in the conversation now for one of the all-time great teams. They've got the target on the back, but it doesn't seem to bother them one iota. All they do is continue to win.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Celtics just played phenomenal. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
Yeah, spot on, Allie. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Here's Len. After Indiana picked up the 3 with their last shot, he buries it from 3.
Over the course of the game, he's been very accurate, doing some great stuff.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Nembhard. Halliburton for 3. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 8 now. And the basket by MP.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
Three-pointer, Halliburton. Can't get it to drop. And that's it for the first quarter in what has been a very lopsided game. New York. Indiana with some changes. Zubats, he's checked in for Toppin. Shepard comes in for Nesmith. And Halliburton is subbed in for McConnell. You know, Clark, despite winning 3 championships prior to the NBA days, the Pacers are still looking for their first NBA title.
Yeah, they've been close a couple of times in the history of the NBA, 2000 and 2025. They've had some really great teams over the years in the 90s and 2010s, and they came close last year, and I think they'll continue to knock and one day kick that door in.
And Indiana looking at who they've got. Halliburton and Nembhard make up the backcourt. Pascal Siakam out there with Ivica Zubats. And it's Shepard in at the 3 slot. MP with the block.
Hey, you're not going to trick MP now. Think again. That's a great block right there.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
McBride, he's checked in for New York. Then for Indiana, Toppin comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Walker in for Nembhard.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
From deep, MP. And again.
With this barrage, he claimed the #2 spot for most 40-point games in a season.
And every game, he has been a huge threat to just explode on the offensive end. What a marvelous year for him.
There are 53 games of 40 or more, passing Wilt's mark set in 1963. But Chamberlain's 1962 effort still looms as the top spot. And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And the foul called on MP. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Yeah, he just couldn't get out of his own way there. I like the aggressiveness, but that's his second foul.
New York making a switch here. Shamit's checked in. Stolen by Anunoby. Fast break. Here comes New York. Here's Lynn. And he lays it up and in. MP's got 42 in the game.
Yeah, this defense looks absolutely helpless trying to stop MP right now. He's having his way out there.
Pass to Shepard. And he lobs it up. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Shepard. This pick is mostly no surprise. But here's your player of the week for the Eastern Conference. MP.
As of late, he has been an absolute menace on the defensive end of the floor, causing all kinds of trouble for opposing offenses and making it really tough for the other team to find buckets.
And the Pacers making a change here. Nembhard's checked in.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Halliburton. And the dunk by Halliburton.
How about Halliburton? This fella going right to the rim, sneak dunking on that attack. Impressive.
Puts up a 3. And again, New York with the triple.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
He's going off this quarter, a huge reason why this team is on top.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Halliburton against MP.
And that's the risk you run when you leave him in with 2 fouls.
Indiana shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. The first free throw is good. And so it's the New York Knicks just dominating the opposition as they maintain a 36-point advantage. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
And looking at the Nets matchup, although they appear to be the better team, they can't get caught up thinking that. You know, that's when you let your guard down.
And in this league, Jet, it seems like upsets happen every week. Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Knicks.
Obviously, they've been locked.
And that is going to do it for us.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
All right, let's throw it over to Allie, who has a report on MP.
Thanks. Well, I'm told MP's father is going in for a medical procedure that will hopefully alleviate some of the cardiac problems that he had been facing. I asked MP about the surgery, and he said, quote, "It's a bit weird to be playing while he's under the knife, but honestly, I could use the distraction. I am sure that everything will be okay with the surgery. Fingers crossed." Back to you guys.
Absolutely. My goodness, a lot for him to process. MP is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Hart in at the four-man position. That's the group starting the second half for Mike Brown. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, guys, a lot of excitement about this upcoming 2026 draft class, but quietly, some scouts voicing early concern about the quality of prospects in the class of 27. Now, there's still time for players to emerge, but expect this to impact the way teams value those picks.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Shams, thank you for the report. And it's Shepard missing.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
And got it! Another basket! That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Pass to Zubac. To end the run. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Well, he is a legit 7 feet tall, so how hard can it be for Zubac to find the rim? I mean, he's already up there.
And here's MP from outside. And the Knicks, another 3.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Now here's Zubac, a dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Clark, 51 wins for the New York Knicks last season. Their best finish in over a decade.
Yeah, and they got that done despite significant turnover on their roster, BA, making it even more impressive. And as they gel, the question is, can this team take the next step and contend for a title? I think they're certainly capable.
And the foul called on MP. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Timeout called by New York. And Clark with the landmark decisions opening the door to NIL revenue for athletes in college and even in high school. It's the wild, wild west for amateur basketball.
There's no question the landscape is chaotic, dizzying even. But they deserve a slice of that pie, and this is a long time coming. Kids have an opportunity to leverage their talent to get paid right now. And in some cases, begin the process of creating generational wealth before they even become of age to vote. That's a pretty powerful combination.
On the floor for Indiana. Pascal Siakam out there with Ivica Zubac. Did it check?
A scoring bonanza tonight in the win. Back to you, Brian.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie.
Hey, Mom, how's he doing?
Oh, he's great. The doctor said everything went super smooth.
Okay, that's That's good. That's really good. Can I talk to him now?
He's still coming out of anesthesia.